So, guys, in today's video, I have a pretty difficult topic, but I want to try and get into this, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to formulate this correctly, but I hope that some of you can take some value out of this one. So, the topic for today is how to keep yourself accountable. And you can call this discipline, you can call this motivation, you can call this just self accountability, you can call this whatever you'd like. But keeping yourself accountable, like that's something that's uh that's something that you cannot just learn and you've learned it forever. It's like discipline. You cannot just learn it. You have to constantly sharpen the axe or sharpen the knife, or how shall I say it? You have to constantly work on it. You know? It's like I have this I'm thinking if I should show you my list of tasks for today. If I should do this or not. Okay, I'm not gonna show you. Yeah, this was from a couple of days ago, and I have now another list of tasks that I have done for today and tomorrow, and etc. You know, I have a list of tasks, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Sometimes I don't get them all ticked off. Sometimes I forget about them, or I just postpone them for later, and then I don't do them, and that's self accountability lacking. So I'm not perfect at this at all, bro. Sometimes I miss like 4 out of 10 tasks, and that's a major problem. Okay, I get the most important tasks done, right? I have like tasks like eat 10 eggs today, and I eat only 8, so I cannot take it off. That's a small task. But a task such as record a new video and post it and edit it and do this. That's a big task. Or do 10 to 15 podcast invites, invite these people, because the podcast is something that I love doing, and the podcast cannot continue if I don't have guests, and I cannot get guests if I don't do the invites. So that's a big task. That's an important task. I have them every single time that this piece of paper is filled out from both sides. I put it up here on my wall, and I can keep track of how my self accountability has improved over the past few weeks, months. I have this since like July or something like that. Let me show you actually. As you can see, here are my here. That's it basically. I have for the past month and a half. I started doing this. I started putting it on a piece of paper, not just in an application on my phone, and then I just stick it off there. I need to have it in front of my eyes, seeing that a month ago I had 8 tasks for the 23rd of September. Okay, so my bad. I confused the month. This is what I get for trying to be a polyglot. It's being multiple months, etc. So on the 23rd of August, I had 6 tasks, and I only did 2 of them. On the 24th of August, I had 10 tasks, and I only did 6 of them. And that's bad. That's like 50% completion rate. And on the first one, 2 out of 6. I let myself go completely. But I've seen improvement, because on the 10th of September, which is this month, it's like 15 days ago, I had 9 tasks, and I completed 8 of them. And on 11th of September, I had 11 tasks. It was a busy day, and I had all of them done. And that's such a proud moment when you have a lot of tasks and you tick them all off. I cannot possibly explain to you guys the amount of the rush of dopamine, what the dopamine levels in your brain, what it does to you. You feel amazing. You feel so fucking great. This is well worth it. And then you just stick it up. And listen, this is something that I used to have a task list or a habit tracker just as this one, and I used to not do all of them, but I tick them all off anyway. And that is the worst thing you can do for yourself. I learned this lesson from Hamza and Adonis when I was on a coaching. And I was speaking to Hamza. He explained to me that this is probably the biggest mistake that you can do. because then this is not self-improvement anymore. This is just jerking your ego off. You need to keep yourself accountable and be true to yourself. If you haven't done the task, don't tick it off. Put an X mark over it to see for yourself where you've slacked. You know, I've had girls here in my place, and they can see this. They can see that in August, I had 6 tasks for the day, and I only ticked 2 of them off, and that I was a bitch. More than half of the tasks that I wanted to do that day, I didn't do because I was lazy or I just postponed it for later. And now that I have it put on my wall over here, I feel shame when somebody comes to my house and sees this. So I'm gonna improve, not just for myself, but so that other people cannot laugh at me. I had 8 out of 9 tasks done. I had 11 out of 11 tasks done this month. That's amazing. Now I have it on the next paper. I have the last few days. Okay. Then again, I have it. Basically, I do this every single day, and I have it even on the other side of the paper the other days, which is amazing because you can just turn the papers around and you can see the rest of the days. So yeah, as I've just showed you, it's on my wall, and anybody can see it that comes to my house. So yeah, that comes into my room basically, you know. So whenever I have a girl here, they usually for the first time they think that I'm weird, like fucking hell. Like that piece of paper right over there. Yeah, those are some affirmations that I read to myself every single day to remind myself of what's truly important to me. Uh, these papers on my wall, and I'm gonna put a lot of different papers on my walls too. They usually think I'm weird for doing that, okay? But then they see that, you know what? Not every guy does this. Most guys don't actually care to improve self accountability, discipline, to improve their mental health, to improve their how productive they are, their productivity. Most guys don't care about that. They stay at homeostasis. They stay who they are and they don't try to improve themselves. So this is actually attractive to girls. It's weird for the first time, but then it becomes attractive to them because they see that I'm constantly trying to improve myself and improve my mind. I'm not just talking about girls. This video was not even supposed to be about girls. It's about yourself, keeping your own self accountable. That's something that you need to as a man. Because look, nobody else is gonna keep you accountable to such a level that it's gonna improve your life. Look, like whenever you went to school and didn't want to go to school and you wanted to just flake, yeah, your parents kept you accountable and told you, scolded you and told you to go to school. Yeah, you don't have that in business. Maybe you live if you live like Andrew Tate with his friends and with his brother and with people that keep you accountable. But also, it's also important to keep your own self accountable. And a lot of people don't have a group of guys that can keep them accountable, accountability partners. A lot of guys don't have. You know what? Yes. I'll tell you this. This road will probably be lonely for some time. You will feel lonely because of most of your friends are not doing this. Almost none of them. Actually, none of them probably. None of my friends from high school do any of this stuff. They only go to school, maybe go to the gym, some of them, and then go home and play video games, and they don't try to improve themselves at all. So they're gonna think you're weird for doing this. But you need to keep true to yourself and what you want from life. So yeah, I was trying to make another point out of this one, but I forgot what I wanted to say. That's pissing me off so much right now, bro. It's eating my gut. Yes, you will be lonely for some time, and in this lonely period, that's when you're disciplined. That's when your drive, your why, your self accountability needs to be on point, sharp. Because if it's not, you're gonna slack off, you're gonna be lazy, and you're gonna stay a nobody. And this is the thing that I'm still struggling with to this day. I have days when I postpone a task and then I don't do it at all. And I feel so shitty. Even if I have fucking Today I have 8 tasks. But let me check out yesterday. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tasks for yesterday. And I only completed 10 out of 13. Some of them were small, insignificant tasks, like taking a cold shower in the morning and eating 9 eggs, 5 in the afternoon, and 4 eggs before bed to increase my cholesterol before I go to sleep, so that my body produces more testosterone when I sleep. And I didn't eat those 4 eggs before I slept. And you can say that's such an insignificant task. Eating 4 eggs, like that's you shouldn't feel bad about that. You just didn't eat 4 eggs. Who cares? I care because I I didn't listen to the verbal contract that I did with myself. This guys, I want you to understand. This is not just a piece of paper, just a habit tracker. This is a contract. This is a contract that you keep with yourself. That's gonna keep you accountable, and you're supposed to feel like shit. If you have 10 tasks for the day and you only complete one of the 10 tasks, you should feel like a fucking loser. You should lose sleep at night over that. You should feel horrible. If you don't feel bad about it, then you don't care about your future. You need to feel like shit if you don't do it. And you also need to feel amazing when you do all of them. This is what's gonna keep you going. This is one solution. There are multiple solutions to self accountability and discipline, but this is the one that works best for me. This is the one that I found to work best for me for the past 2 months. So I want to share this one with you guys. Keeping yourself accountable is a mastery, a skill that you always have to keep honing, even when your life is shit. Even when, bro, even when a week or two ago, actually, I had a flood and I had to live at my parents' house on their couch for about 6 or 7 days and I couldn't work. I still had tasks that I still did. Yeah, I still had tasks like go on a run, eat healthy, so eat 5 to 10 eggs, and still post on social media, still do podcast invites, so I have work to do for when I can work. I still had a lot of tasks. I still had tasks to do for my client, for example. I still had stuff to do, and so even when your life is shit, even when something goes wrong in your life, you don't give up. You still keep yourself accountable and you still give yourself a mission. Because a man without a mission is a man that has been castrated and he's turning slowly into a woman. Maybe not physically, but by his actions, he's turning into a woman. A man needs to have a mission. So make sure to make a mission for yourself. I don't know what your goals are, but whatever your goals are, make sure to make a contract with yourself and to put your missions on that contract. That's truly an important thing that I think every man should do. Because this is how you keep improving yourself. This is how you improve your discipline. This is how you improve it. This is how you improve your self accountability. Discipline is nothing more than pain tolerance. And sometimes it's painful doing these tasks, man. Sometimes I really don't feel like it. Sometimes it's 7 p.m. and I still got 6 tasks left that I really don't feel like doing. I just want to go to sleep. It's painful to do them, but I still do them. I still try my best to get all of them done. So, yes, this is truly important, and I think that every man should do their best to improve themselves all the time in their self accountability and their discipline and everything. So, with this in mind, guys, I hope you're having a beautiful. I hope you're having a beautiful Wednesday. I'll catch you guys on the next one.